Where are we? What are we doing here? Why did you bring me here?
I thought let's be a little bit in the nature. Let's have some fun.
I had work to do at home, and you brought me in the jungle with
It was a long time ago, though.
with the society that I'm trying to run away from.
It was a long time ago that we.
Yeah, but you know, I don't
Feels
like
like
public
this.
places, right? There's lots of people right there.
How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm happy that we have training in the evening. That's what gives me motivation to stay alive.
How would you describe the feeling?
Some feelings are just undescribable.
What does that mean?
All that means that not all the feelings are describable. In order to know that feeling, or certain feeling, you need to feel that feeling in order to know that feeling. So that means there's a feeling that you, me, that all the fighters, athletes get after the training, right? But if you explain it to someone who never trained, he won't understand it. So in order to understand that feeling, you have to come to the training and train and feel the feeling after the training and judge it from there. And that's the best, that's the best feeling that I get. That's...
How would you motivate these guys that also start to train and wants also the feeling that you have?
How would I motivate them?
How would you motivate them?
Look, there is not necessarily that I need to be a motivation for someone to have a motivation to change his own life.
Correct.
To change his own behavior and get rid of bad habits. Don't you see yourself? Why would you need me to come and tell you that you are drowning? That you are falling into a pit of nowhere?
That's right.
If there is someone that doesn't train, doesn't do something about his life, that means his life is not that bad.
Right.
If you're gonna accept that, then your life is good. But if there is someone grinding in the gym, you can see some of those kids and some of those
really
guys
hard,
working like 8 hours training, like 2 trainings a day. The free time when they are not working in the job, the rest of the time they're always training. You and me, we are not the ones who are standing at their door and telling them, hey, go to training. They do that because they know their life is already a motivation enough to do something about it.
Good one.
Life is already a good motivation.
Yeah.
People don't need
The
you and
biggest
me to
motivation.
motivate them. If you think about it, it's insanity. If you want to stay the same as you were yesterday, it means your life is good. Life is not motivating you enough to change it.
That's right.
But at some point, if your life starts to motivate you, eventually those guys gonna start looking for you and me, the ones who are trying to change it. And they will show up to the training and they will ask that themselves. Look, boys, I'm trying to change. I'm trying to do something about my physique, my well-being, my state of mind. If there is anything that you can do, help me. And then there is us. Then we will motivate them from there. We'll give them that particular feeling that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Once he gets that feeling, eventually he'll get addicted to it and he'll come to the training just because that's what's best for him, and that makes him better, and that makes him into a better version, and that cleans his mind from trash, and he's clean, he's sharp. He's not doing anything that's gonna destroy him as a well-being human being, a healthy human being,
So I had a question. I saw a video of yours. We're boxers, right? On BSB.
Yeah.
We have a channel. But I saw a video that went viral, 40,000 views on Instagram. It was like, no, I'm gonna ask you, like, why is it so important to look into those eyes when you're boxing someone? I saw that you ticked someone. You said like, yo, look in the eyes. What are you looking at? He was looking on the ground, and you said like, look in the eyes. And that's why I want to know, like, why? Why is it so important to look into those eyes?
Oh, why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
I mean, think about it. Are you, who are you fighting? Are you fighting me? If you are fighting me, why wouldn't you look at me in the eye? Are you ashamed of me? Or are you not confident enough?
Right, that's right.
Okay, that's one side of it. Okay, now let's talk about the other side. When two animals square off in the jungle before the fight, two predators, where do they look at each other?
The eyes.
The eyes, the eye contact.
Yeah.
They stare dead in their eyes before they make any move. That means before the fight, they are communicating through the eyes.
Through the eyes, yeah.
Two cats, two wolves, two tigers, whatever. Take two lions. It doesn't matter. Any other species than human species. So first thing they do is they look into their eyes and they communicate through the eyes because they didn't invent language like humans did.
Okay.
So if those two predators are looking at each other in the eyes, they already know if they're going to fight or not. The eye contact decides the fight and the outcome of the fight before the fight even starts.
Okay.
That's why humans created face-offs.
Okay.
Two humans come together in the face-off for what? To look dead in the eyes, to read through the eyes, to communicate.
Yeah.
Two UFC fighters stare each other in the eyes. They are communicating through the eyes. People can tell from their face-offs who was dominating in the face-off.
Good.
And now you are getting into a fight. And if I'm the predator that is trying to hunt you down, and I'm looking dead at you, literally I'm looking dead in your eyes.
Through the
I'm trying
eyes.
to read you through your eyes. And by the time when I'm staring at you the whole time, what will happen if you look down to my stomach or to my legs or to the floor? If you look down, I can see you have looked down. I can see you took your eyes off me. I know then you don't see me. It's because I'm seeing
For
you.
you then.
Yeah.
Good.
In the fight, I'm literally waiting until you take your eyes off me, until you go into your thought to process your next move, or to analyze, or to think at all in the fight. If you're not thinking in the fight, if there's no thought process in the head, that means you're 100% conscious. And if you're 100% conscious, you don't have any reasons to look down or to think. That's why you are literally looking at him, analyzing his next move through his eyes. You can literally read your opponent through his eyes. I can debate that with any professional fighter on this planet Earth. I can debate it with any scientist of fighting and anyone who thinks that he's a good fighter.
Explain me then why he
Because-
said, like, look at the shoulder.
I think, look, the information that humans had 100 years ago and now, it's a vast difference. Okay,
Yeah.
things that 100 years ago people knew, knows children from 5 years old now. Okay, so martial arts is also evolving the same way as anything else. Okay, knowledge of the martial arts is also evolving. We know now more than anyone knew then.
That's right.
That means it's possible that you and me, we know more than Mike Tyson could know. So that being said, not looking at your opponent automatically gives your opponent an advantage, and he is the one who's dominating you if you are not looking at him.
That's right.
If you're not looking at me, that means you have something to think about. That means you are subconsciously fighting inside your head before fighting me in the present.
Wow.
But if I'm in the present and I have nothing to think about and I'm having fun and looking at you and asking to myself, all right, what you got? Show me, bro. And you're trying to do this and then you look down suddenly and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
why is he looking down? Hey man, I'm here. What's wrong with you? Why are you looking down? Look at me. Oh, it's really simple. When wolf is looking at prey, the wolf is literally not thinking about anything. It's just looking at the prey. And what does the prey do? It turns its back and starts to run.
Run, yeah.
and the wolf is running after the prey, and it doesn't matter which side the prey moves or which side the prey goes, the wolf can see which side that goes.
Exactly.
If it runs right, the wolf sees running right. Goes left, the wolf sees going left.
Yeah.
But the prey who's running in front of the wolf who's coming after you doesn't see the wolf. It doesn't see how close he is.
Yeah.
It doesn't see did he went right when I went left,
Yeah.
or did he went also after me. Could I trick him or not? But you can't trick something that is literally looking at you. You don't see it and you're just running from it and it's right in the back and you try to do this and this, but I'm seeing what you are doing. What are you doing? Just, you know? What is so difficult about it? I don't understand. You know, you can literally test it yourself, okay? Choose a sparring partner, just for yourself. Make an experiment or something, you know? You pick a sparring partner, spar with him,
Yeah.
and just
Look at.
keep looking at him the whole time. Make an experiment and see yourself,
Yeah.
and then do the other way of fighting. Look down and try to search something on the ground and see how that fight goes. If you watch fights, most of the time, all those guys are not even looking at each other. They're just, they are looking wherever but to each other, you know. And that's why most of the time wild shots happen, unexpected shots happen. All those things, you know, they are not sharp with their consciousness. They're present, you know. If the fighter is 100% present, he's playing with you, like a cat is playing with mouse, you know, like cat is 100% conscious, you know. He's literally looking at the mouse and just playing with it. The mouse can't escape it anyway because it tries to run, but he sees where it's going, you know. These are pretty simple things, you know. It's even if you look at it by the side of the human nature, you know, it's pretty clear, you know. If you want to debate this, go into a sparring and try it out.
Good explanation. Thanks for the explanation.
If you look at some of the fighters like Lomachenko, you can see when they're boxing, they're not thinking about anything. They are standing right in front of you and looking dead at you and analyzing whatever you move, whatever you do. And they can see wherever you go because they're literally looking at you. They keep looking at you. You know, I'm not fighting your shoulders. I'm fighting you. So
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to look at you dead in the eyes, you know. Your shoulders are not the one who's punching me. You are. Your eyes is the mirror of your soul. Have you heard that?
It's a good one.
Yeah. So if I'm looking at you in the eyes, I can literally read you through your eyes. And even before you punch, I can see that punch in through your eyes, because if you think about punching me, I can see you are thinking through your eyes. So, you know,
Okay.
be conscious in the fight. No
Don't-
thinking.
I have another question, but it's not mine question.
Right?